G'day Samson Primary. We've also got North Balga Primary School. G'day. We've got Durinya Primary School and also Esperance Primary School. So it's working a little bit different. I've got all your questions here, so I'll do my best to get through all of them. Alrighty, so first question from Vincent from Year 4 at Samson Primary School. How could you describe how you felt when you walked onto the field before the game against New Zealand? Great question. The team was very relaxed. We got out there and sang the Australian national anthem, and then for us, we're straight into action and very proud of the girls, and we came away with the gold medal. Next one is from a few people in North Balga Primary School. What was it like to win a gold medal at the Olympics? It's sensational. We've had a lot of support from everyone in Australia around my neck, and very proud of what the girls have achieved. From Durinya Primary School, from Year 2. What is it like living in the Olympic Village? Well, that's a very good question. It's pretty much the easiest way to say it is there's a massive food hall. You go there for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you pretty much eat whatever you want. It's heaven, really, to be honest. I'm in the Australian part of the village, so all the Australian athletes stay in the same tower. There's about 25 towers in the whole Olympic Village. We're number 23, in a very good location. We've got a swimming pool, and we get looked after very well. And in Rio, it's a very nice place, and very proud to have the gold medal to top it all off. From Esperance, Giant Hudson. I've had questions from you guys before. How does the Olympics help you connect with the rest of the world? Well, honestly, off the back of our gold medal success, it has, women's rugby in Australia has become massive, and the amount of support that the team has received has been phenomenal, and we simply can't thank our supporters enough. It's been an incredible experience, and the game of rugby sevens has grown massively off the success of this gold medal. Samson Primary, Elizabeth. Can you describe how you felt after the game against New Zealand? To be honest, Elizabeth, I can't really remember all that much. However, it was a great experience. We won the gold medal, and there was so much emotion. I had all my family and friends in the crowd. There was a big yellow army. So to share this moment, very first Olympic Games for rugby sevens and myself, to win in front of family and friends, it was a very special moment. And to know that the last 4 to 8 years has been all for this one day, and for it to come true and become an Olympic gold medalist, it was something very special. From Peter and Sean at about North Balga Primary School. What was your toughest match at Rio? I'd have to say the toughest match would have to be the final. Instead of playing 7 minutes each way, it's 10 minutes each way. It's a longer time, obviously, on the field, and playing New Zealand, any rugby match against the Kiwis is definitely a tough battle, and it was out there. It was a very physical game. Hopefully you guys got to see it. If not, you can no doubt watch it on YouTube somewhere. But it was a very physical game, and the extra 6 minutes was very taxing on the body as well. From Class 2M at Durinya Primary School. Apart from rugby, what are your favourite Olympic sports? Well, I'm very lucky. With the rugby sevens being over in the first 3 days of competition, I have been able to I've been able to be a spectator at a lot of different sports, but so far I would have to say cycling. Cycling and following enemies around the track has been one of my favourites. And then also I went to the tennis and was able to see Rafael Nadal. So that was pretty cool. He's one of my sports superstars. So it was really nice to see him out on court. From Esperance Primary School, what was your thoughts? What thoughts were going through your mind when the gold medal was put around your neck? That's from Jessie. To be honest, Jessie, it was so much emotion running through my body. There was as I said before, the Yellow Army was there in support of us, and they put that medal around your neck and just that pure weight. It was phenomenal, and to stand next to my teammates, it was something special and something that I will remember for the rest of my life. There's no doubt about that. It was very special, and as I said, to have family and friends there, it was very nice in touch. So this is from Samson Primary School. We've got Bianca. It says, how did Portia Woodman get a yellow card? So in our game in the final, Portia Woodman, a rule in rugby is that you're not allowed to deliberately knock down the ball. So if I'm passing the ball to my teammate, you cannot deliberately knock down the ball, and that's what the referee deemed Portia Woodman did. So we were going to score if Portia didn't knock the ball down. So that's why it was deemed, I guess, foul play, and that's why she was 2 minutes. And luckily, we were able to capitalise on that and score 2 tries while she was in the sin bin. This is from Jacob at North Balga Primary School. Did the long trip to Rio get to you and anyone in the team? Was a long trip to Rio. It was about 30 hours by the time we left Australia, Sydney, and then reached our destination in Rio. So by the time we got here, we went to a training camp in Portobello, which is about 2 hours by bus south of Rio. And we had a training camp there for a week. So we were very acclimatised before we came into the village, and we came into the village about 4 days before we played. So come game day, the team was very much ready to go and, very excited to put in a good performance. And we definitely did that in our first up game against Colombia, and then just built on that as the tournament went on. From Esperance Primary School, what is the most exciting thing you have done at the Olympics so far? That's from Zach. I would have to say the most exciting thing is receiving my gold medal. That was a very special moment. And then I think the other thing is just being able to support other sports that I guess you don't really get to see. For example, I was able to see Jess Fox, the Australian slalom kayaker, claim her bronze medal. And that was a sport that I'd never actually seen before. So really nice to get out there and see her compete at her sport, and hoping to get out to the BMX towards the end of the week and see Caroline Buchanan and see how she goes at BMX. This one's from Matthew at Samson Primary School. Was your family watching the game in Rio or on television in Australia? That's a great question. I was very lucky to have all my family in the crowd. I had my brother, my mother and father were there in the crowd, and my uncle also made the trip from New Zealand to be here and support me, and my mum's mum. So my grandmother was in Brisbane watching through live stream. So it was very nice to play in front of family and friends and have them in the crowd to cheer me on. This one's from Jessie at North Balga Primary School. How did you feel running out at the start of the match for the gold medal? Was it different to other matches? Jessie, to be honest, it wasn't any different. Our coach has very much instilled in us to enjoy our rugby, and we know when we play, when we're feeling good, we play good rugby. So we were very relaxed. We were singing songs before we went out on the field. That's something that us Aussie girls like to do, and for us it was very relaxed. We went out, we sang the national anthem, we had a team huddle and spoke about what we wanted to do in the first half and how we wanted to, I guess, key points for that half. And yeah, we just got into business, and for us it was a little bit of a shaky start, but then we were able to get things underway. But it was just like any other game for me, to be honest. All right, this one is from 2S at Durinya Primary School. How many years have you been striving to be an Olympian? That's a really good question. I have been striving to be an Olympian since roughly 2010, when rugby sevens became an Olympic sport. So since 2010, I've been trying to get myself in a position where I can play rugby at the Olympics. And I was very lucky in 2014. I became a professional athlete with the Australian Rugby Union, and this is my sole job. I'm very lucky. So I've been a professional rugby player since 2014, but I have had the dream of being an Olympic rugby athlete since 2010. So this one's from Lucky Bay 1 at Esperance Primary School. After your games were finished, what else did you do in Rio? So besides watching other sports, I've been able to see Christ the Redeemer. I've been to Copacabana Beach and just been able to take in a few things that I guess people traveling to Rio do and they see. So it's been very relaxing the last few days, and we've been enjoying the Rio atmosphere, which has been great. People are lovely and we're having a great time. Did that one. Alrighty, so this one's from Samson Primary School. How did you and Shani become co-captains of? Well, Shani was the captain for the first leg of the HSBC World Series, and then she unfortunately got injured in that leg in Dubai, and I then took over the captaincy while she was injured. And then in France, which was our last leg of the World Series, our coach decided to make us co-captains. So we've then been co-captains since May this year. We have a great friendship. We also live together. So we're great mates on and off the field. And when I first started playing rugby, I actually played against Shani. So our relationship goes back very far. And yeah, we have a great combination, and I think that works very well for this team. So this one's from Chanel. G'day, Chanel, at North Balga Primary School. Were you worried when New Zealand scored the first goal? Goal, that's cool. To be honest, no. We knew that we were under the pressure, and for us, we knew that we needed to get the ball at the other end of the field to score a try. So for us, we were a little bit nervous. We didn't play our best in the first couple of minutes of the game, but I believe that's what we needed to kickstart things. And, you know, once that try was scored, we got into action and we were able to put 2 tries on the board after that. So, you know, for us, we did start a little bit slow, which is not really ideal in a final, but in saying that, you get 10 minutes instead of 7 minutes. So, you know, for us, that was the sort of, I guess, check that we needed to you know, try that little bit harder and to get the ball at the other end of the field so we can give ourselves an opportunity to score. All right, so we've got a question here from 2R at Dorinia Primary School. When did you begin playing rugby and how many tries have you scored? I started playing rugby in 2008. I was playing hockey and rugby at the same time. And I guess I was looking for a new opportunity. So then the following year I stopped playing hockey and I just solely focused on rugby. So since 2009, I've just been playing rugby. That's the only sport I've been concentrating on. And how many tries have you scored? I don't know, to be honest. I score a couple here and there. I'm not known as the speedster of the team. I sort of get the ball and then our playmakers, they pass the ball around and then we give it to our fast wingers. So I'm not really one that's known to be score a lot of tries, but I did get a couple at the Olympics, so that was another proud moment. Is there a famous athlete that you were excited to see and why? This is from Maddie at Esperance Primary School. Well, coming into the Olympics, I really wanted to meet Rafael Nadal. I'm a massive tennis fan, and I was lucky enough to run into him in the dining hall in the village a couple of mornings ago at breakfast. So, you know, it was very nice, very, you know, normal human being, although he has a very high profile in the sporting world. But, yeah, it was really nice to rub shoulders with him. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping to catch up with Usain Bolt this week. So fingers crossed, I could find him in the village somewhere and get a photo with him because that would be pretty cool. So next question is from Matilda. She's in Year 4 at Sampson Primary School. Why do you think why do you think you and Shani Williams were described as being the rocks of the game? I guess in our team we're sort of the most controlled people on the field. We just go about our business and do our jobs. And for myself and Shani, that's what we need to do in this team. We don't need to be the try scorers. We need to be the ones that when the going gets tough, we're either going to make a break in attack or we're going to make a big tackle in defence and change the momentum of the game. So I think that's why we get called the rocks of the game, because we're just two solid people that, the coach can rely on us to do our jobs at crucial times when we're under pressure. So this one's from James at North Balga Primary School. At what point in the match did you realise you had won gold? To be honest, James, the only time we thought we'd won gold was when that final whistle went. We knew what the score was. The whistle went. There was just so much emotion. You knew we were ahead on the scoreboard and the New Zealand team scored, but they didn't have enough points to beat us. So probably at that stage, we knew we'd won a gold medal. And to be honest, I'm a week since I won my gold medal, and it hasn't really sunk in. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to Australia and, celebrating it with all the public and the rest of my family and friends who couldn't be here with me. It's been, from what we've heard, the public has shown great support, and, just seeing your guys' questions here, it's very nice. This is from 2H at Durinya Primary School. What is your favourite sea animal or creature? That's an interesting question from 2H. My favourite sea animal. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'd have to probably say the whale, because they're the giant of the sea. Food chain. They're the biggest ones. So probably in the sea it'd have to be the whale. But in the nature, it'd probably have, as in on land, it'd probably have to be the lion. I do like the lion, the king of the jungle. So this one's from Lucky Bay 4 at Esperance Primary School. What is your team's secret to being so successful at this year's Olympics? That's a great question, to be honest. I think that for us, why our team has been so successful is that our team, there are 12 people and everyone knows their job, and our coach has been able to get the best out of each individual. And every player steps onto the field knowing what their job is. And I know that if I do my job and my teammate next to me does her job, we're going to go a long way to being successful. But I think that's the first thing. And the second thing is that we have a great culture, and we also have a great, in terms of culture, in that the girls get along. We've got a very good family vibe, and all the girls want to do what's best for the team. There's no individuals in this team. It's all about team first and doing everything to make the team better. So this is from Yasmin. How did you at Samson Primary School? Sorry. How did you celebrate winning the gold medal? So post gold medal, we had the ceremony at the stadium, and then we were very lucky. We headed back to the village where we had a lot of media connections and commitments that we had to fulfill. And then from there, we went to a hotel where family and friends were able to gather. So everyone who had supported Australia on this journey at the Rio 2016 Olympics and supported the women's sevens team, we all gathered at a hotel and, shared stories and memories of the whole experience. And, we took our gold medals there so that our parents and family and friends could, feel what it's actually like and I guess feel the weight of, what a gold medal is all about and how much it weighs, because it is quite heavy on your neck, that's for sure. This one's from Azura at North Balga Primary School. When you were a child, did you think you could have ever been an Olympic gold medalist? Well, the truth is, when I saw Kathy Freeman run at the 2000 Sydney Olympics, she ran the 400 metre and she won a gold medal. And I thought, gee, that'd be really cool if I could be like that and be an Olympian. So that's where my dream sort of started. And then I was lucky that the chance came up 2009 where rugby was put into the Olympics. And from there, it's been a massive dream. And, when I took to that field, every game, you had to play every game. So it's the toughest tournament we've ever had. But yeah, did I ever think I'd be an Olympic gold medalist? I always dreamed of it, and I always believed that I could do it. And, they always say, if you dream, believe, you will achieve. And, that has come true. So I'm very stoked. Those ones done. Okay, so Charlie from Year 4 at Samson Primary School. Have you been at the village? Question. I'm sure you've all heard that in the athletes' village there is actually a McDonald's. So the thing about this McDonald's though, it's very special because you don't actually have to pay for these McDonald's. So you can eat as much McDonald's as you want, however many times a day, however many days a week, and you don't have to pay for it. So, have I eaten McDonald's at the village? Yes, I did, Charlie. However, I waited till after the tournament, and it was a couple of days after we thought, just go have a cheeseburger. So I did enjoy my cheeseburger. It was a very big reward because we gave up everything 100 days into Rio. So we gave up chocolate, ice cream, all those little treats, takeaway food. So it was nice to celebrate with a cheeseburger, Charlie. It was very nice. So this one's from Talisha and Lily at North Barger Primary School. Is the medal real gold? That's a great question. It is rather heavy. However, the medal, I believe, is only 10% gold. That's what I got on my little sheet of paper that came in my medal box. So that's what I've been told, but it's very heavy. And later on, before we finish this chat, I'll put it up to the camera and give you guys a bit of a closer look. So this one's from Sienna, grade 4 at Samson Primary School. What did Tim Walsh do and say when the team won gold? To be honest, our coach, Tim Walsh, he didn't really say too much, except he was extremely proud of the girls. It's been a long journey and, you girls deserve this. That's pretty much what he said. Extremely proud of us, and can't wait to celebrate it with family and friends when we get back to Australia. We've got a couple more questions to go. So this one's from Tygo, I think, sorry if I've said it wrong, at Samson Primary School. Can you describe how you felt when you woke up on the day you were going up against New Zealand in the final? To be honest, it was just like any other morning. The last 2 mornings that we'd woken up before that, it was game day for rugby. We knew we had to win our semi-final first. We had to win that game and then progress through the final. So for us, it was about focusing on that semi-final. And then we knew if we got through that semi-final that we were going to be taking home an Olympic medal, which was massive. We just weren't exactly sure what colour it was going to be, but we knew we were going to be taking home a medal. What else have we got? How many tries we scored? We've answered that. So this one's from Xavier at Samson Primary School. It says, before the game started, did you ever think you could beat New Zealand? We always believe that we can beat anyone on any day, Xavier. It's a really good question. And we've actually beaten New Zealand the last few times we've played them. So we've got a good record against them. However, we knew in the final it was something different. There was Olympic medals on offer, and we knew we had to be prepared. And we're a bit slow, as I said earlier, in the first couple of minutes, but in saying that, it was great. We came out with the win and we were able to score those tries and get a higher score than them at the end. So this one's final question for today is from Chelsea at Samson Primary School. How much water do you think you drink during a game? I'm not really 100% sure about that one, Chelsea, but I'm guessing anywhere between 1 and 2 litres. So that's a combination of water and Gatorade during the game, remembering it's only 14 minutes each way and 10 minutes each way in the final. So, alrighty, so that's it from Sanderson Primary School, Dorinda Primary School, North Dalga Primary School, and Esperance Primary School. Thank you so much for your questions. I've had a great time answering them all, and I'm currently sitting in the athletes village. Enjoying my experience at Rio, and yeah, I've had a great time. Hopefully you can get something out of this, and I'll give you an up close and personal view of the Olympic gold medal. It's something that's pretty special. So on one side there's Rio, and you've got the symbol of the Olympics. You've got Rio 2016, obviously the Olympic rings, and then on the other side you've got this symbol, and you've got what Olympics it is, and on the bottom, not sure if you can see, so it says Rugby Sevens Women's just on the bottom there. So it's something very special. The first night we won it, I actually went to bed with it around my neck. So it's a very special medal, and I'm glad that I can share my Rio experience with everyone back home. So that's all for me now, and I'll speak to you guys next time. Take care.